Venus retrograde. We already feel the effects of Venus retrograde. And it's retrograding from Aries into Pisces. And there is a lot of tension in there because these signs are so different. So I think there will be a lot of talks about this because it is coming from the place of action and how we express ourselves, retrograding into the unity of the all is one and into spirituality and all of those things that are like vanishing in the big ocean that is Pisces. And this is shown in the extreme polarities that we experience. And these are even inside of us, And this is, we have to allow, in this moment, we have to allow both sides. And often we don't want to feel discomfort. We don't want to feel disharmony. But one way into harmony is to feel the disharmony and to find the balance within. So there is something about this moment to embrace the discomfort and to understand that all of these parts inside of us are necessary. All of these extremes are necessary to find balance. And I drew 2 cards for this intro because I want to do Venus retrograde short reading for every sign, and I will use whole sign houses to show you where this is happening in your chart from the perspective of the rising sign or the ascendant. But to see what is this Venus retrograde about, I wanted to draw 2 cards for this, and I did. And I think they are perfect because it is the she-wolf, and it is about, and I will show it to you. What a beautiful card. And it says, unleash the beast, for with nurturing ferocity I protect my kin. This is on the one hand, and I do Gaia on the other hand. And it says, when my patience wears thin, the earth trembles and storms rage. And both of these cards are really, for me, they are really, really perfect. Because the she-wolf, she embodies the wisdom of survival and protection and nurturing our instincts. And she is like the fierce and untamed energy of the wild, inspiring us to tap into our primal nature. And it could be so that this one side is inviting you to embrace your wildness and tap into the inner strength that comes with it, and even to assert your boundaries and unleash yourself for this for following the whispers of the wild, and to find the place within your nature where both of these energies can reside. So it is about follow your passions of life and protect them with healthy boundaries. And on the other hand, we have Gaia, and Gaia is about patience. It's about earthing, right? It's about the cyclical nature that is embedded in life. And she teaches us to respect life and earth. And so this is the invitation of allowing the cycles to happen about creation and destruction. It is about growth and decay. So it is this card really is about the balance between the patience of Gaia, the earth is patient, and the growing wariness or the growing experience she has when these cycles are happening. And so it is both cards are like the invitation to find the balance between giving and receiving. And it's the invitation to insert yourself when necessary and honor your own needs. And that this doesn't mean, in of course in both cases, it doesn't mean that you have to endure something that is mistreating you, right? So it is, but it's like the invitation to find the balance in between and to find the answer inside of you. What is needed? Is it needed to get in the outward motion to express something, or is it needed to find the balance within the extremes? And so, yeah, this is what I wanted to say, and to see where this falls in your chart. You just go to astro.com or a place where you can create your own birth chart, and there it will be created from your rising sign. So if you want to look for your sun sign, moon sign, Venus or Mars or whatever you want to look from these places, you have to do the math in counting the houses and counting the planets and see where this falls. And you can look for all of the signs, because you have a chart that includes all of the signs, even if you don't have a planet in there. So I want to do a reading where I have a short reading for every sign to see what challenges this brings, and what is your pathway to find the balance within in these turbulent times. So I see you in the reading. Welcome, Leo, to your reading. We'll see where this is leading in your life, and the Venus Retrograde is happening in your 9th house, and it's retrograding into your 8th house. So this can be about, and we have the card Mosaic. It's let chance play its creative role in your life. And that's a perfect card for this, because it is about, it's the retrograde in your 8th house and 9th house can be about intuitive leadership and being bold enough to allow the unknowing to show up and to step out of the drama that comes. Oh, I threw the cards, but I will see what I threw to the ground. I will take this, and I will take this. No, I will take this. And so we'll see what is happening in your energy, Leo, because I threw your cards already. So we'll see. And this seems to be about your relationships and about your uniqueness, even in relationship. And it can be relationship to your own emotions and to your uniqueness and to your own vision. this can be a theme even for Leos, and especially for Leo risings, can be a difficulty to be seen, because they have to learn to step into this, right? And Uranus is bringing change, and we have a lot of power here in the Leo house. And that feels uncomfortable, I'm pretty sure. We have Uranus and we have Pluto. That's a force of nature. And so we have really changes in your life that you cannot control. Because Uranus isn't controllable. That's the unexpected, and Pluto is transformation and rebirth, and that's about to change as well. So to stay in this place where we can allow ourselves to be lived by life in this moment, where we can allow life to show us the next step, although we want to know it, and to step into this ocean of the unknown, and to be connected and committed to yourself, to be committed to your light. And that's an Aquarian card. This star is on your opposite side. It is in your relationship house. There is Aquarius. So this is the commitment to yourself. This is the commitment to your unique way of leadership, your unique way of showing up in this world, your unique way how you learn, right? And to walk the path without knowing where to go. This is not seeing the things that, and it's like a mask breaking, right? It is time to be seen as the powerful being that you are, because this is like showing up, like Uranus and Pluto. This is a force of nature. This is show up as the force that you are. It's an invitation to be bold and to step into the unknown, even if it feels really, really, it feels tense in the moment. It feels really, really tense. But to step into this unknown and to know in your heart that this is the necessary step to grow. And there is in your life, and I think that this is in your life, there are things happening that are not in your control right now. And to allow this to be is the thing that is needed, to allow this to be chaotic, to allow this to be not comfortable, and to move, to stay in yourself, to stay committed to yourself, to endure what needs to be endured in this path. It's not enduring other people's behavior. That's not what it is. It's staying in your commitment to yourself and staying in this on your own path. Walk your path when it comes to your emotions and into your uniqueness. And there you can hear a cow meowing, I wanted to say. No, mooing. And to stay in this commitment to yourself, and there to have the guts, I would say, to set boundaries. Even if there are people in your life that are not behaving in the way that they should behave, and there is a lot of change happening, and to stay true to yourself, to stay true to your emotions and your vision. And that even means the moon and the star together, they have something like a spiritual growth in them. For me, it feels like there is something coming up inside of you that feels like now you are stepping into an area where you don't know how this works. And it can be frightening because it's in the 8th house. You have Pisces in the 8th house. That's the unknown, that's the unconscious, that's the occult. That's intimacy. and to stay there, to allow this change to be, allow these forces to work you, and let this chance play the creative role in your life. This not knowing, not stepping away from it because you are afraid. That's what the 8th house comes with as well, is being afraid of intimacy, being afraid of not knowing, being afraid of being in the darkness. And this is the invitation. There is something happening in your life that you cannot control, and it is for the greater good. And the only thing that you have to do is stay connected to your intuition, stay connected to your light and your vision, and to endure this moment of uncomfort, to discomfort, to allow this, to endure this moment of discomfort, and to step to step into the necessary boundaries that you need to set to other people, to live your life as you want it to live. And that's really, that's something, Leo. There is something really big happening in your life. This feels really, really big. And I don't think that it feels good. But that's nothing you can control. There is a force of nature in your life that is destroying maybe a couple of things. And that's okay too, because that's where you are invited to stay connected to your emotions and to your light. You are really changing and healing on an amazing level. That's what I want to say. And I would honor you for this, because that feels like a big, 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 big change that is happening. Stay connected to yourself, to your higher knowledge, to your knowing. And it's intuitive, and it's on a spiritual level, and it is like an elevation into the next realm of your life. And it's like embodiment, right? This is the area of your life where you embody all of you. And that's the end of this cycle. And it can be really turbulent. And it's like this, you will step into success with it. And it's about the embodiment of all of it, and the embodiment of the work you put in. And you put in a lot of work. And it's leading into the Two of Cups. It is leading into the true love. Just say it that way. It will lead into true love. And out of this tendency to be in conflict. And that's beautiful, because it is like this is the end of this journey of transformation. And it can even be, if you are born in the 60s, it can even be that you have a deep connection of Uranus and Pluto. There was a conjunction of Uranus and Pluto in the 60s, and it is about, and even if it's not, it is about this transformational force that comes with it. It's like being a catalyst. And I think you experience this a lot in your life, being a catalyst and being in this conflict with other people about their growth, about transformation. That's where the Death card comes with. So you are a force of transformation yourself. And the one thing that is this Venus retrograde is showing you, to get really deep within, to see that you are the force of transformation, and that you can be connected to yourself, to be connected to your emotions and to your vision, and to step out of this projection game, because you learned to stay with yourself to endure a couple of things without reacting to it. And this was a learning by itself, because you are a force of nature, and then you react and explode and whatever. But this is the mosaic card. This is like finding the reason behind it, finding the pieces of the puzzle and learning how to set boundaries instead of reacting like these planets would do, right? The Uranian force. And so this is, it feels like the embodiment of the end of this cycle. It isn't comfortable. It is deep work. It is really deep work, because you have to go into the 8th house. You have to face the darkest fears that you've got. The fear of being abandoned, the fear of not getting to the place where you want to be, to not be successful. You have to face all of these fears. But what it leads to, and we have the success card, we have the end of a cycle, we have the embodiment, we have the work that you put in, and we have the love that comes out of it, and the connection that you really long for. And then we have this death of this cycle. And that feels like chaos. I promise, Leo, you feel like being in the middle of chaos. But what I promise you as well is, if you allow it to be, you will get into a place where you have your intuitive leadership for yourself, and where you walk the path into the unknown, because you are bold enough to do so. And this will lead into success. Leo, this is your reading. I thank you so much for spending time with me, and for liking and subscribing, and for the help to let this channel grow. Thank you so much. And I see you soon.